I just wanted to encourage anybody who is going through any type of adversity, any type of mental struggle, physical struggle, relationship struggle, grieving, anything that is just putting you in a state of mind that feels like you're stuck and it's hard to see a light at the end of the tunnel. So some of the things that have helped me significantly is really working hard to make sure that I don't become bitter and angry by the hand of cards that I've been given. No matter how absolutely horrendous it may seem and unfair, there is no fruitfulness in bitterness. Bitterness will suck the life out of you. It will stop you from being able to move forward. It will stop you from being able to be grateful for the things that are good in your life and from seeing them. It takes your focus off anything positive. And when you're going through adversity, gratitude, daily gratitude, and having a default mindset where you're always looking for something that you're grateful for in every single day, that is how you get through the hardest of times. The second thing is when you're going downhill and you're really hitting that rock bottom, that's okay, and it happens and it's necessary. But there's a moment and a point at which you know that if you go just that little bit deeper into that hole, it's going to be very, very hard to climb back out. So for me, it's about recognizing when you're at that point. I have been at that real spiral down moment on many occasions with the things that I have been facing in my life. And I have had to make a very active decision and be very aware, self-aware, when I know that I'm heading on a path that is going to be somewhat irreversible. And that's the moment that I have to choose to climb out. Whatever I've got to do, but figure it out. And for me, the motivation has been my family and my children, because I do not want to become a depressed, angry person. I do not want my children to live with a mother who is just imprisoned by negativity and bitterness and anger, because it will chain you down. And you're already going through enough. If you're going through adversity, if you're grieving, if you're living with severe chronic pain, if you have illness, those things are not going to disappear simply because you feel angry about it. And that awareness that I've had throughout my challenges has really helped me to shift myself off that path when I know that I'm at a crossroad and I can choose to either go down the one path that's going to take me to just an almost irreversible negative place where I might head into a major depression, or to realize that path is right in front of me. I'm very close to it, and to take a sharp turn. And some of those strategies that I use is really choosing what you're focusing on intentionally in your mind. It's that internal dialogue. And a big one for me is defaulting my mindset to the glass half full mindset. Everything I look at, no matter how horrible my situation, I go glass half full. I think about, okay, what are people going through that is worse than me right now? All right, glass half full, it could be worse. I look around me at the things I'm grateful for. And I go, glass half full, I've got 3 beautiful children who I adore, who bring joy into my life. Yes, I miss out on a million things with them. Glass half empty mindset. Focus on that, I'm going to go downhill. I can be aware of it, but dwelling and focusing and manifesting on it and becoming angry about it, that's like letting the snake being the adversity, bite you, being again the adversity, but then you've got to be poisoned by it as well. Choose to not let the snake poison you. Choose to walk through your adversity and don't let it take more from your life than it already has. The one thing that you have control of is the way that you respond to the things that happen to you every day. That internal dialogue that you have with yourself every day, and training your mind to position yourself so that you do not go down that bitter, angry path. Even though you have every right to feel angry, and you can feel angry, but it's about knowing when it's eating you up inside versus having those moments of anger. That internal dialogue is so important. You do not want your adversity to turn you into a person that then takes more from your life, such as starting to affect your relationships, starting to take from all the good things that still exist in your life. Embrace all the good things that still exist in your life. Welcome them with open arms. Choose to focus on those things and be grateful for them. Small wins. For example, in my case, I deal with daily persistent severe pain that takes almost all of my functional capacity away. And it's heartbreaking. I just try to look for the positive in every situation. For example, for me, the first half of my day is a total a loss. I wake up, it takes me half the day to get to a point where my pain is that little bit more manageable. And so I've learned to accept that the first half of my day is a total dud. It's a total loss of a half a day, but instead of focusing on that, I choose to be grateful that I have a second half of the day where I feel a little bit better. Not 100% far from it, but that little bit better where I can engage with my children a little bit. I might get something done, I might achieve something, and I can smile a little bit. I might be able to go out a little bit with my family and manage it, to a point that I can have some enjoyment. And that is what I choose to focus on, not the fact that I have half my day completely wasted. The list can go on and on, but I just wanted to leave this message with anyone struggling with adversity, because there are so many heartbreaking things that that we have to go through. And the longer you live, the older you get, the more things that get thrown your way. And some people get thrown just a real shit hand of cards. And some people get that shit hand of cards round after round. And if we always compare ourselves to the people that have it better than us, we're going to feel like crap all the time. But if we rather compare our lives to the people who have more challenges in their life, you know, you think about things going on in the world, you think about people living in extreme poverty. There are so many things that I'm sure most of us can be grateful for, that's not the life that we live. Now, this is coming from somebody who woke up 3.5 years ago with excruciating pain through the left side of my head and my left eye. Didn't stop for a minute, didn't stop for a second, for days, months, years. And I am 3.5 years in, and I don't know how I've survived, but what I can tell you is that I have fought so hard, and if I didn't use gratefulness and I didn't use these mental, intentional strategies throughout, and if I didn't recognize when I was hitting that rock bottom, that if I kept letting the place that I was in manifest into something very, very, very evil and depressing, beyond depressing, I don't think I'd be here today.